It's me again. It's Andrea. Welcome back to my channel. I just uploaded a video about making those adorable, squishy little fun teddy bears on my YouTube channel, Andy Lynn's Creations, made out of those Dollar Tree blankets. And in that video, I showed you a tooth fairy pillow that I made from the scraps, and I told you that I would be adding that video soon. So I had some time, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you those tooth fairy pillows that I'm talking about. These are the tooth fairy pillows, in case you didn't see my video previously. These are so adorable, so fun, so easy to make, and just really very quick to make. In my past video, I spoke to you all about how I try to make it to craft fairs to participate and sell a lot of the things that I make as I craft during my summers. And I had some scraps left over from the sweet adorable teddy bears that I'm calling blanket bears. So this is what I found to make with them. I'm just going to show you real quick how to do these because these are very quick and, again, like I said, very easy. These are some of the things that you're going to need to make these with. First of all, you're going to need your pattern pieces. And these are just scraps that I had left over from making the 2 teddy bears out of each Dollar Tree blanket. And so I just made this pattern. It just says Tooth Fairy Pillow. You're going to need to cut 2 of these. And these I've measured out at 7 by 4.5. And then I just freehanded, I just drew a tooth pattern it took me a couple of times, and I just put it onto some poster board. And then you're going to take those and trace them onto your blanket pieces that you have left over. Other things that you're going to need is you're going to need googly eyes, which you can find at the Dollar Tree. You're going to want some type of a nose, so I'm just using a very sweet little button. I'm also going to use the Sharpie Rub-a-Dub fabric marker. It says laundry marker, fabric marker. I love to draw with these. This is very easy. I'm also going to personalize this little tooth fairy pillow because I have someone in mind of whom I'm going to give this to. I have a student in my classroom who absolutely loves cats, and her goal is to give everyone that she meets a hug this year. So I am going to use this little cat button. I'm of course going to cut off the button part in the back. And because she is such a peaceful, helping, loving person, I'm also going to apply this little peace sign. It's made out of felt. It's supposed to be a button, but I'm just going to glue it on. You're also going to need probably a couple of little clips to hold your pillow in place. And again, I am using pinking shears. And the cuts that I make on my pattern pieces will be visible. So as you can see, you're going to want to use the pinking shears to cut so that you can see the way it's cut. You're also going to need some polyester fiber fill. I actually am just going to use some of the scraps left over from the baby blankets that I haven't used. And then if you want your little tooth to have little rosy cheeks, you're going to want like a little brush. And I just have some eyeshadow that I've used in the past on this brush, and so I'm going to use that today. So I'm just going to show you what I've already done. I have already cut out 2 of my pillow pieces, okay? And what I'm going to do, and I'm not even going to move the camera around at all, I'm just going to show you what to do. I'm going to take my glue gun and I'm just going to put a row of glue going across the inside of one of these pieces. And because I don't want my glue to dry out or to dry, I'm just going to go ahead and put the two pieces together, and I'm going to just pinch them so that they're stuck together. Okay, very simple, very easy, very quick. Now they're stuck together, and I'm going to do that on the two short sides of my Tooth Fairy pillow. So I'm just going to go down one side, and I'm going to go down the other side, and again I'm going to just close it on the top and pinch the sides. Try not to burn yourself because that doesn't feel very good. Okay, here's the other side. Okay. Now that's finished, so you should have a nice little pocket with the bottom part opened down here. Now, before I glue the bottom part together or add the stuffing, I'm actually going to create the tooth. So I'm just going to use my pinking shears, and just like I'm showing you, I'm going to go ahead and just follow my pattern. I've already traced it on there. So I'm going to just follow my pattern and cut out my tooth. If there's any blue, you can see the blue line that I'm using for my pattern. If there's any blue lines, easily you can cut those off. Those will be on the back side, so you will not really be seeing those blue lines unless it's at the top, because you are going to leave the top of a little bit of the top of the tooth opened. Okay, so now I'm going to take my tooth, and I am only going to put glue, hot glue, from this side going down and around and up till about this side. And in doing so, I'm going to keep the top open so that the tooth can fit in, as well as the Tooth Fairy money. I don't know about you guys, but the students in my classrooms in the past have said that when their Tooth Fairy comes, they leave them $5 bills and $10 bills. I don't know about you, but I got a quarter if I was lucky. So if it's a $1 bill or a $5 bill, it can easily fold up and just stick down in the pocket. And if it's a quarter, like what I got, it can easily fit in the pocket too. So I'm going to go ahead, excuse me today, and I'm just going to add some glue around my tooth. Sometimes I even glue the little tooth, I guess, tooths, I don't know, in. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply that tooth onto the Tooth Fairy pillow, and I didn't quite get the rest of the glue on, so I'm going to finish that. Okay, and I'll show you what I've come up with. So there's the tooth. I know it's kind of hard to see, and it is glued onto the pocket. Here's the pocket area where the tooth can go, and then the money can go in there as well. Okay, now I'm going to just decorate it. So I'm going to put on, I like to put the nose on first, so I'm just going to take the button and I'm going to put a little spot of glue right onto the tooth, and I'm going to just push my finger down so that the button is now on the tooth. Then I'm going to take my googly eyes. You can use big ones, you can use small ones. Again, I get these from the Dollar Tree because I like the assorted choices that you have. And I'm just going to glue those eyes right as if they're touching the nose. Okay, just like that. Then, because I wanted to personalize this, first of all, I'm going to give my little tooth fairy pillow, my little tooth person, a little sweet smile, maybe a goofy smile, with my laundry marker, with my Sharpie fabric pen. Okay. Kind of a silly little smile. And I'm going to take that brush that I had, and I'm just going to add a little bit of cherry cheeks to my tooth. Okay. And I think I'm going to add some lovely eyelashes to my tooth for my little friend that I'm giving this to. Again, you can personalize these and make these any way you want. You could add their names to them. You could, whatever you want to do. Okay, so there's my little tooth fairy pillow. I haven't stuffed it yet. And I told you I was personalizing this, so I'm going to take that cat button that I told you she loves cats, and I'm just going to use some nippers, and I'm just going to cut off the plastic part that makes that button, and I'm going to put some glue on the back of this, kind of all over. I don't want it to come off, and I think I'm just going to put that on one side of my tooth fairy pillow. There's my little cat. And then I'm going to also put some drops of glue on that peace sign that I showed you earlier. Okay, pretty simple, pretty easy. And I have forgotten, does peace sign go up? Does peace sign go down? I'm going to make it go up. Hopefully that's what it does. I don't know. Okay. Now I'm going to put, I don't want to stuff the whole thing yet, so I am going to put a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here, but I'm going to keep an opening so that I can get some stuffing in there. I know you can see the pin that I traced my pattern piece with, no worries. I'm going to try to hide those, and if I can't hide them, I'm going to use my pinking shears to cut them off again. Okay, so, and then here's my other side. So I've just added a line of glue along the sides and the bottom, and then here's a little area to stuff them with. So I am going to use some of my fabric leftovers that I have, and I'm going to stuff. I kind of go to one side, and then I've got some leftover stuffing, polyester fiber fill, and I'm just going to go to the other side and fill that up. Okay. You don't want them too fluffy, because if the kiddos put them underneath their pillows, you don't want them to wake up when they feel maybe the parents going in or the tooth fairy going in to hide the tooth. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to put in there. I'm not going to put in I'm not going to put in any more. Then I'm going to, this is where your little clips are going to come in handy. I'm going to actually be very careful. I'm going to lay it down, kind of stretch it out, and I'm going to put a row of hot glue right along the bottom. And then I'm going to very carefully glue that bottom ledge on there. And then I'm going to put one of these clips right on the edge to hold it in place. And I'm going to do the same for the rest of it. Stretch it out. Okay, stretch it out a little bit. Kind of put my glue on the bottom edge where I know it will fit. Put this in here to just kind of hold it. Okay. And while that's drying, I'm gonna just kind of mush out the pillow. I do see some blue pen of where I trace, so I'm gonna just use my pinking shears and cut a little bit of there. I see some up here, so I'm gonna cut some that off there. I see some right over here. Okay, so I'm now pretty confident that down here is dry. So I'm going to remove the clips. Yep, dry as could be. Okay, kind of stretch it out. Move that around in there so that it can all go down in there. I am going to trim off a little bit of the bottom where I do see some of my pen. Again, you don't have to use a pen. I only used this pen to show you the pattern and how to draw it on there. Okay. Now, basically, my pillow for my friend is finished. I'm so glad you joined me today. Thank you for taking the time to watch me with this video. This is a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy making these. I think at a craft fair, because it doesn't take a lot of time and I don't have much invested into this, most of this is just scrap material, I would probably charge about $2, $2 to $3, and that's it. Thank you, my friends. Have a wonderful day. Again, be good to yourself, be good to others, and if you have an opportunity to, always choose kindness. Have a good one.